Good evening. After 10 solid days of fasting, on day 11 I have decided to start my refeeding. To some of your disappointment or relief, probably. I physically was feeling and mentally feeling really good, like I could have easily kept going, and was still, detoxing and stuff. And if I continued for another 3 weeks, I probably would have continued to detox. But I think in terms of my goals, like my goal was always to heal my knee and the meniscus tear that I had, and that's feeling pretty perfect right now. And my focus was really slowly switching more towards, okay, the rebuilding process and how many days it will take to build that muscle back up, and allowing for a few days of refeeding in with just juice and raw food. So pretty much I want to give myself, the best crack at getting it built back up and all those muscles ready that I can hit the road again for 11 months and be ready to go again. So yeah, that's why I've started to reintroducing some food today. So I'm starting back with a day of apple juice. As you can see, this is a lovely freshly squeezed 2 organic apples, and probably one of the best things I've ever tasted, to be honest with you, after 10 days with no food. Yeah, the key, okay, so with the refeeding process, the way you want to do it is, if you decide to do a water fast, you want to allow 1 day of refeeding for every 3 days of fasting you've done, or thereabouts. So I'm going to allow about 4 days of, official refeeding, and I'm going to start with 1 day of just juice, just apple juice. A lot of simple enzymes. You basically want to do high water content and hydrating fruits. So you're talking, as I said, like the apple juice, I'm going to do then the next day or 2 on watermelon, and starting with a very minute amount of watermelon, like tiny amounts, tiny sliver, and every 2 to 2.5 hours you want to have a very small amount to stimulate the stomach and the metabolism back into working. Obviously, if you haven't eaten for an extended period of time, your digestive system is in lockdown. All your organs in that area aren't really switched on, so you want to just kind of stimulate them slowly and get them working again. So a really small meal every 2 to 2.5 hours. I'm doing a juice every 3 hours, and I'm literally just taking the tiniest sip, swirling it around my mouth, and that's enough just to kickstart the digestion. I can already feel in my stomach that my body would prefer to keep fasting, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. The process of the fast continues into the weeks afterwards as well. So I'm going to be making sure I'm following a high raw diet for the next couple of weeks, because now I know that my I'll build my metabolism slowly back up, and I'll be reintroducing salads after probably about 4 days. Maybe I'll have a salad for dinner, and then maybe cooked after about a week, and it'll be a case of building back up, so introducing some more green smoothies and green juices, and maybe some superfood blends, some alfalfa sprout powder, some kelp or hemp powder, and a couple of these kind of power greens to really then get the muscle growth going again in that area, and just strengthen everything up again. So I suppose I realized that now, after doing this, I'm going to get more benefit out of my nutrition because I'm cleaner. My digestive system will be just properly cleared out, so I'll actually absorb and utilize all my nutrients that I take in, which is kind of better than stuffing 3,500 calories down and hoping for the best. And I also know that for the future in general, this is not something that's just a once-off. I know, like, I'm 27 at this point, and I've done a number of fasts and cleanses, and it won't be the last. So next time I can easily push. This was my personal best as of now, and I can push for longer next time when I know I don't have something like a physical thing that needs to be built back up. So yeah, even though the water fast is finishing up, I still have the couple of days of refeeding to go through, and I'm still going to keep these videos going. Thank you to all who've been kind of watching, and you know, hopefully you've all been enjoying the information, and it's been a pretty good focus for me when I didn't have, you know, any food to prepare. So yeah, I'm going to keep them going. There's still loads of topics to go on detox. I'm going to talk about what to expect when you're doing a detox and the different symptoms that can arise, and the kind of crazy there's these things called healing crises where you know, go into these mad breakdowns and stuff. They're a lot of fun. So I'll keep the videos rolling, and hopefully you guys will keep watching and keep learning. So see you tomorrow.